Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to be able to bring you the 2020 Safari Fall Collection with Chantecaille. Now I will be using this to create this fall inspired look that you see here. I'll be talking a little bit about the collection and my thoughts on the quality, the colors, everything. If that's something that you're interested in, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so a couple weeks ago, Chantecaille released their 2020 fall collection in what they call the Safari Trio. This is the Walk for Giants or Space for Giants collection. As you know, Chantecaille is a philanthropy-focused beauty company, skincare company, and the founder, Sylvie, is very, very passionate about contributing to causes that help our wildlife, to preserve it and to help them. And so I love that about the collection. I love that about the company. It just gives it such an overall sweet, sweet feeling. I also have recently connected with two regional executives that I'm really having a great time getting to know, which are Scott Patrick and Angela Rogers. I think that they're amazing stand-up people, and I think that that also comes and shows us what the company's about, the people that they attract, the talent they attract. And so I have also loved getting to know them. When I went on Jen at Just Glow Fireflies Live, and I got to know a little bit about Chantecaille, about the company, as well as Scott, who's actually local to me here in Dallas, I knew that I wanted to try out this collection. The first thing that stood out was the color story. And the colors, to be honest, I thought that this was highlighter and a blush when I had seen it the first time. And then when I learned that they were eyeshadows, I just didn't know if it would work for me. The more that I looked at it and I knew the cause that it was contributing to from the profits, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that for many different reasons. One, because of the focus on wildlife in Kenya and elephants. I love elephants, who doesn't, right? But then two, I knew exactly what I was getting into. I am a brown skinned girl, and you know what shows up on someone that's lighter complected than me won't be the same as for my skin tone or anybody with a deeper skin tone than me. But I knew what I was getting into, and what I mean by that is that nowadays we're just used to like color payoff, and the bolder the look the better, and I'm all about that. You guys know, like glitter all day every day, green eyeshadow, bold lashes, that's me 100%. But sometimes I want to switch it up. And so I thought for me, the collection made sense because this is something super, super classy that I can just throw on the lids and run off to work, or pair it together with something that looks a little bit more bold like this. So because I knew what I was getting into, I thought that it made sense for me to pick it up, and I wanted to have something like this in my collection because I don't have a lot of very muted colors like this. And after my experience with the two other shadows that I used in my Chantecaille video, which I will link here, I knew that I absolutely loved the formula and that I wanted more of that. So that's why I picked it up. This little palette here is not too big. I mean, this is my hand, so just so you guys see, it's not very big. The pan size is generous. It's only 3 shades, and this retails for $75. So definitely on the higher end of makeup, luxury makeup. There's 3 different colors. You get this goldy champagne shade, you get like a terracotta burnt brown shade, and then a taupey shade. And they're absolutely beautiful. They give such a beautiful sheen. I will swatch them for you now. Those are the shades there, definitely very muted. I love them. I think that the colors are really beautiful. The shades, the formula is very creamy, and they, you know, it's a one and done. Like I used the little brush that came with the palette, but I also used my Shade and Sweep brush from Chantecaille. It literally took me like 30 seconds to do both eyes, so it's very easy. I love the size of it. I love the portability. The little brush in here is not bad. So if you were traveling or running late for work, this is the one little palette that you just toss in your purse and you're good to go. Again, $75 for this little palette. Love it. Love what it stands for. Then the collection also released 3 lip veils. We have Plumeria, Tamarind, and there's another one, can't recall the name, I'll pop it up here, but I only picked up 2, which are the 2 colors that I liked, that I think made the most sense for me. I love the formula. I think that they're very creamy, they're very hydrating, and they feel great on the lip. And actually a really good sign is as soon as I got it, I threw Tamarind in my purse, and I've been using it, and I really do love the color and the formula. These retail for $48, so they're pricey. They really are pricey, but I like them. I'm happy that I have them. Overall, the collection is very simple. Aesthetically, it's a very, very beautiful. It has the elephants not only on the palette, but then also embossed on the shades. So I love that. That's the embossing on the shades. Really, really beautiful. So if you're going into it knowing what you're getting, which are these very light shades, as you can see in that eye look, and you love like just that light wash of color over the lids, you like that classy look, then this is definitely perfect for you. I would say that the more and more that I get into the brand and learn about the brand, try their products, the more I love. I wanted to make one honorable mention to the Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. On my video with a full brand review, I talked about how I really, really loved the way it made my skin look, that it looked really pretty, but that I was very extremely oily by the end of the day. But then like a week and a half later, I tested the Coco Moisture Foundation, the new formula, and I couldn't get it to work for me until I used my little fingers. And so it made me think, why don't I go back to the Chantecaille and see if it lasts longer, if it looks better with my fingers. And I've been using it like this for about a week now, and I absolutely love it. I think that the finish again is very, very natural, but so beautiful. Your skin looks like skin. I don't feel extra oily. It doesn't feel thick. It feels like nothing. And I have tested the foundation, and now I can confidently tell you that I can go about 8 hours or so, maybe 8 to 10 hours, and not be very oily at all, which is a big deal because I am in a humid climate and I have oily combo skin. So I wanted to just make mention of that because again, if you're just looking at Chantecaille for the first time and trying to decide if it really works for you or not, and if you're willing to try it at this price point, I just wanted to let you know, me with oily skin, using a very light amount with my fingers and really working it into the skin, I'm able to achieve a really beautiful look and a very lasting look. So yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. I'm excited about the collection, and for today's fall inspired look, I will also be using the Mel Cosmetics matte gel eyeliner. This is really, really beautiful. I saw it when I picked up the blush that I'll show you in a second, but it's a gel liner in this really beautiful maroon color that to me just screamed fall. So I picked it up. This is in the shade Burnish. And then I also, for this look, did use the new Mel Cosmetics blushes. Mine is in the shade Buzzkill. And for today's look, I tried to keep it pretty light. And you do have this really beautiful sheen, even though I don't have highlighter on. I only used the darker of the shades for the blush. I didn't use the highlighter side, and I didn't swirl in the pan. I only used this side. But that's what I used to create this look. So if you want to see a very quick tutorial on how I created this fall inspired look using Chantecaille's new Safari collection, then just keep watching. Okay, so here's the palette. It's a little reflective, but I wanted to show you. It comes with those beautiful, beautiful shades. So you have a taupey, you have like a brownish red terracotta, and then this champagne color. It does come with a little brush. It's actually a mini brush. And honestly, the first thing that I think about when I see this little palette is just the everyday woman, like running late to work. They want something that they can just throw over the lid as a light wash of color. And even with the mini brush, this just fits so perfectly and conveniently in a small little makeup bag. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to read to you what it says on the back of the box. I just think it's so sweet. And what it says is, an exclusive palette of 3 flattering elephant embossed eye shine shades. Selenki, which is the burnished gold color, Nanu, which is the soft taupe, and Red Earth, which is a strong copper. The palette gives back to Space for Giants, a Kenyan nonprofit, and their Walk for Giants, a trek through one of Africa's great elephant corridors, raising funds and awareness to protect their ancient migratory landscape. I just want to address some of the comments that I've gotten in the past about Chantecaille and in what they feel is their Chantecaille's lack of transparency in regards to how much of the money is being donated to these causes. You know, I don't have the answers. I don't know exactly how much that is or if there's any real clarity on that. And I've never approached the brand to ask. But at the same time, the way that I see it is, of all of the dozens and dozens of brands that we support in the makeup that we buy with our dollars, No other brand right now stands out to me as giving back to philanthropic causes like this. So to me, it does make me feel a little bit better knowing that they do have that charity focused mindset and that they want to do something positive with some of the profits from their makeup and skincare line. So that's what I can say about that. Another thing that I've heard is the color story, and I guess their lack of opacity. And I'm going to show you how to create a soft glam fall look using these shadows. Okay, so I've prepped my lids and I am ready to go. I'm going to use the little brush that came with the palette, and then I also, if I need to, I'll go in with my soft shader Chantecaille brush, which I also really love. I have swatched these colors before and I tried to get the gold overlay off of them so that we can see true color that will pay off on the lid. I'm going to start with the taupey color here. They are a little powdery, I will say that. Not so much in the pan, but definitely when I tapped it off. And I'm going to start in the outer V section here, but then just sweeping in. Let me bring you in a little closer. So I'm going to start at the end and then work my way in. Maybe encompassing about half of the lid. So although it's a very light, gentle shade, it did definitely deposit some color there like I wanted it to. So I did want to point that out, and you can definitely see that taupey color pay off compared to the lid with nothing. So there you go. Next, I'm gonna take the mini shade that came with the trio, and I'm going to go into this gold champagne color. And I'm going to focus that on the inside of the lid. I said this in my last Chantecaille video, but I really do like the colors have like a sheen to them, which is very forgiving on aging, crepey, thinning lids. I think that it makes it look a little less crepey. So again, that's what I think there. I'm gonna take a little bit more on the mini brush and really focus it on the inner corner, just to give it a little bit of a highlight there. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just gonna get those two colors there. Then I'm gonna take the mini brush and I'm going to go into the middle shade, which is the terracotta. And I'm going to focus that color here on the lower lash line. So if you were going to the office, I think that this would be enough to give it a really good look. Curl your eyelashes, throw some mascara on, and you're ready to go for your day. It gives it a really nice classic look. But we want to turn this into a more fall-like look, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with an eyeliner. The eyeliner that I'm going to be using is one that I'm so excited about. It is this Melt Cosmetics gel liner. I saw it when I picked up one of the Melt blushes and I had to have it. This is in the color Burnish Ultra Matte Gel Liner. And this is what it looks like. I love the packaging, if you can see it there with the Melt Cosmetics embossed on it. And then when you open it, this is what it looks like, so a true gel liner. I'm going to go in with an Morphe M443 brush, and it's just a liner brush. And I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit off the top here. I don't want too much initially because I just don't know how opaque it is or how it will deposit, but I have just a tiny little bit. And I'm gonna start drawing my line. That is so pretty. I've never had a gel liner this color. That is gorgeous. Do you guys see that? That's so pretty. So even though the eye look is really light, this pop of eyeliner makes it just really stand out. So I absolutely love that combination of the shades. The satin sheen and then this matte liner. I think it's so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and work on my other eye, and then I'll come back to swatch the lip veils for you and also throw on the blush. Okay, and I'm back. I just put some lashes on, finished out the other eye. I think it looks so beautiful, and I think I know exactly what I wanna do with my lips. I did do some bronzer, a little bit of contour before I started my eyes, but I did wanna use this new Melt Cosmetics blush. I only picked up one shade, but the shade that I picked up is in Buzzkill. I thought that it was peachy and still we could make it appropriate for fall. So I just wanted to try it. So I think I'm gonna go in with the darker color. And this is the type of brush I'm using. It's like a duo fiber brush. I know that it's a little bit of a sheen to these blushes, so I just wanted to make sure I was going in a little bit airy and light. Oh, and that's a beautiful color. Do you guys see that? And again, I'm just going on the darker shade. I think it gives it a really beautiful, like, peachy sheen. That's pretty. So it makes it almost look like glass-like on the cheeks. I know that Britt Clark was saying that she didn't like it. She felt like it accentuated her texture. And I can see that. I do have a tiny bit of texture, but not really. It's not a concern anymore. And it does look really, really pretty. And I don't think you would need highlighter with it. It has a really pretty sheen. So I just thought, since I wasn't doing a dedicated video on it, it'd be nice to use it today to see if we could take this from summer over to fall. And I think that it works just fine. I'm not going to use the light color here today. It's mostly like a highlighter. Let me see if I can show you some swatches real quick. Those are the swatches there. So we have the blush in the top and then the highlighter in the bottom. Really pretty, and again, I only used the blush today. We want to keep it fall-like for this look. I picked up 2 lip veils with the Safari Collection. I didn't take all 3. I wasn't too crazy about the pinky shades, but I did pick up one just to show you. I have the shade Plumeria and Tamarind, which is the deeper, more chocolatey color. I'll show you swatches here. I'll swatch on the lips real quick. That is not the color that we're gonna go with for our fall-inspired glam look, but I just wanna show you guys what they look like. So this is the shade Plumeria. It's a nice pinky shade. The formula is really, really nice, very hydrating. When I received my box, actually, I threw the Tamarind in my purse right away, which is always a good sign because I test out so much new product all the time that I know when I like something and when I don't. These are very comfortable, very hydrating, but this is Plumeria. Nice pinky color for the office. Okay, the next shade that we're gonna try is Tamarind, Tamarindo. This is a fruit in Spanish. And you know what? The color actually really does look like the fruit. So let's try it out. This is like an orangey, rusty brown. Very, very pretty. This is Tamarind. Beautiful everyday shade. Definitely hydrating. To finish off my fall inspired glam look, I want to go in with a darker lip, just a really bold lip since the eyes are so muted. And you guys know that I loved my Chanel lip liner and lipstick, and they were a bit too much with that collection when I did the video, but I've been dying to get into these, so I'm gonna go in with a bold lip. I'm going to use the lip liner in shade Brun Carmin and the lipstick in 494 Attraction. So I will do my lips and be right back. And this is my fall inspired glam look using the Chantecaille Safari Trio collection. So I absolutely love it. My final thoughts, when I bought this collection or the trio, I knew exactly what I was getting into. I did not expect crazy color payoff or anything like that. I knew that this was something that I could definitely pair with this lip that I've been dying to try and to actually wear out. So for me, the collection was a hit. I love what they stand for. I love the quality of the products. These lip veils are a perfect look if you pair this eye look with one of these lip veils for an everyday office look. I think it's very classy and very pretty. Formula very hydrating. This is a great fall inspired look in my opinion. Even for the office, I can rock this bold lip, but I'm very happy with the things that I picked up. I think that this Melt eyeliner It's a matte formula. I think it's beautiful. It's very easy to work with, so I love that. And then the blush, I like it. I didn't have any issues with it. I don't feel like it accentuates texture or anything like that on me. So if texture is not something that you really deal with, I think that you will really, really love this formula and the way that it looks on your skin. It's very sheen-like. I mean, you almost get the same sheen as you would with the eyes. So I think it all goes really, really nicely together. So let me know what your thoughts are. Have you tried the new Chantecaille Safari Collection? Are you willing to try it? Do you think it's overpriced? Let's get a conversation started. Obviously, we're gonna be very respectful of each other's opinions and thoughts, but I always think that that helps build up the community and the friendship amongst all of us. So leave your comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure and do that. We are getting ready for the biggest giveaway ever when we reach 1,000 subscribers, which we're very excited about. Give me a like if you like what you saw, and share this video with somebody that you think might like it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Let's become friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!